The infamous list. Boy. I definitely got y'all turned up with this one. And I didn't know y'all wanted this so much. But listen, even if you're watching this video, I want you to stay tuned because if you just have just this video, you want to stay tuned because you want to get your TV show commercial guide. So hopefully it is released by now. This video should be a part of it. But just in case you got this as like that preview or you bought this independently, just know there is a TV show commercial guide that teaches you about live and teaches you about your content that you should have. That's the opposite of this because we'll talk about a lot about the problem, but we got a lot more solutions in those videos. But I'm gonna make sure I give y'all some in here too. But listen, no delay. Listen, there are a combination of banned keywords, right? Banned keywords. Now, if you're one of these people that you like, oh, it got to be overly exactly right. I've said that before and I didn't get banned. Get out of here. Just go missing. You get what I'm saying? Listen, you can get away with saying some of these words once or twice. I want to already tell you what is going wrong. It's the repetitive nature of it. If you are running a commercial the entire time you are on live, that's how they get you. Because it ain't no TV show. So it's easy to pick you out the crowd because you're not getting no warning trigger. We got to get you. Why? Because if the speed limit say 45 and you're going 48, they might let you slide. You're going 60 in the 45. Of course I pulled you over. You get what I'm saying? So let's go through some of this list. Right? Price in amounts. Price in amounts. Stop. You cannot repetitively say a price and keep telling people an amount. Even if you're talking about an amount that they can make. Like keywords, the word make $10,000 is going to trigger a violation. Key on 10,000. You want to know why? Why? Because y'all used it too many times. You get what I'm saying? So I'm trying to help some people make $10,000 a month, trigger. You say it again, it's triggering it again. You say it again, it's triggering it again. So how you're conducting the content is triggering it. If you would have said it once, you saying it in a sentence, it's not going to trigger it the same way because it's a filter. But you repetitively saying it, this is your 7th time you said this in this essay that you've given us on live. That's how, listen, of course, I'm finna give you a violation. You get what I'm saying? So that price and amount. Here's another set of them. Access, course, raffle, and giveaway. You go get it's go trigger it. Access, course, raffle, and giveaway. If you're using any of those words together or even separately, it's going to get you because you're triggering them words together. So some of y'all like I say course, I've seen you say course, Matt. I'm not going to say course and access repetitively together. If I'm talking about a course, I'm going on in what I'm saying. So it is in the middle of the paragraph in the statements that I'm making. So it is almost as if the platform is creating a transcript of what you said, how many times is this word highlighted? And we know that this happens because it even tracks it in our analytics from the words that people comment to the words that we said. And that should be a match. That even puts you inside of a searchability, right? So access, course, raffle, and giveaway. Especially raffle. They don't like raffle. They don't like giveaway. And the more they turn TikTok shop up, the more it's going to be an issue and it's going to be a problem, okay? All right, so link in bio. Some of y'all should have known this for a long time, but TikTok has never liked us to say link in bio. From the get-go, they do not like for you to say link in bio. Now, one of the things I say is you can go hit my Lizzo and my Bizzo. I can say that because my audience is familiar with that. They know what I mean. Some people say just go to my description, follow from there. You get what I'm saying? So description is one that has haven't had a lot of restrictions on it. Like I say, creative ways. You want to create a way with your audience for them to understand where to go. You get what I'm saying? For them to understand where to go. But you can't be driving that much traffic to them clicking your profile. It's going to trigger it because people know something is wrong. So you even want to be careful with your call to actions when it comes down to that. But definitely, you don't want to overly be saying link in bio. Even if it slips, you want to say it in your one call to action that's maybe 30 minutes, an hour in, and then you can tell them there. And once again, repetitive nature. So you can't be overly repetitive with it because it's just going to trigger more violations. All right. Also, this is another one. This is more of an action than a keyword. If you're going to show your screen, you have to start with showing your screen. From here on out, if you turn your phone to the screen and you keep using all the same sales keywords, it's gonna trigger you. It's gonna trigger you. You get what I'm saying? And this trigger, if they know that you're selling, I don't know how you can register this profile. And if you're a business account, you probably don't have this problem. But when you show your screen, it asks you to put a brand tab on it, your brand or someone else's. I believe this also works if you have TikTok shop already on your profile. If you do not, he's going to give you a much stricter violation, and then you're going to get the account warning because you keep showing and saying that you're selling something. And that's how you're getting that fraud and spam and all of that, which once again, those words like access, course, raffle, giveaway, $10,000, saying a dollar amount, those are the heavy ones that is triggering. This include don't show your screen mid-live. Like if you want to show your screen, you got to start with showing your screen. But especially if you're a digital marketer here, you're preventing from showing your screen when you're live. Listen, mid-live, end of the live, whenever, I repeat, do not show your screen. You get what I'm saying? And if it is, it needs to be for a few seconds. But once again, as TikTok Shop comes out and develops throughout the fall season and it being heavier, it's just going to trigger more violations, okay? So here's some other words if you're new to this that you cannot use or talk about. You cannot say domestic violence. You cannot talk about domestic violence. You also cannot talk about death. So you can't use word like die, kill, murder, all of that. One of the only words I've ever got in trouble for was obviously P Valley. His name is Lil Murder. You get what I'm saying? So use that word repetitively too many times. Guess what happened? Violation, count warning. Got my count warning lifted, right? So you can't use those words. So domestic violence, murder and violence, death. When there's something very strong politically going on, you can't use them words neither. You gonna get restricted or you gonna get suppressed. So like later when we get in the election season, do not say Trump's name. You get what I'm saying? Do not say Trump's name. Don't say Kamala Harris's name. And they're gonna be in some ways a little light about it, but they're going to place you on a restriction because they look at it as you may be spreading information that's not true. They did the same thing with COVID in the pandemic. You couldn't say them words. I still don't really never say COVID. And once again, if I say pandemic, I'm going to say it and then I'm moving on. You get what I'm saying? That's another thing. If you say it, move on. You cannot repeatedly continue to say bad keywords. I'm telling you, it's you having and engaging in a conversation about it that is going to, once again, trigger a restriction. Here's another one for y'all. You cannot say other platforms' name. So you cannot do anything that looks like it's driving traffic off the platform. So even saying your own website's name can do a restriction because you said such.com. And if you keep saying it, go to www.att.com. Go to att.com. You get what I'm saying? Y'all know what to do. Go to att.com. And then it go just keep hitting you with restrictions because you're driving traffic off the app. When you turn your TikTok shop on and you're selling and promoting, if you do that, it tells you that verbatim that you cannot do that. So this is once again another one that we know is 100% true. Not jerking your chain. I am telling you, do not say the other platform's name. You want to abbreviate them. FB, IG, um, kind of hard to abbreviate, Threads and X. I don't see much of a problem with that now, but if they, why take your chances? Don't take a chance. Just do your best not to talk about it. And once again, if you do, you taking that chance with saying it one time, you're not gonna say it anymore. Um, Another piece is just the continuation of moving on. If you mess up and say a word, don't, oh, I need to turn my live off, I need to shut this down. No, you need to move on. You need to go back to talking about what your show is, your TV show, whatever that is, but you cannot run a commercial the entire time you are on live. You cannot. You cannot run a commercial the entire time you're there. It's just going to continually restrict you. Call to actions only 5 to every 10 minutes. If your whole live is straight call to actions, you go get restricted. You go get restricted. You go get violations. They go hit you with the spam. They go hit you with the fraud because you're consistently saying the same thing. That's a violation. That's a violation. So you don't want to use that. Here's a lot of what you do want to use. Whatever the keywords to your niche is, you want to do that. You want to do that. And once again, this is why having the TV show commercial guide is so helpful, because you have a target audience of people you're talking to. Tasha from Arkansas would not be facing a bunch of restrictions because she's saying coupon. Couponing is a search. It's in the searchability. She would not be getting a lot of restrictions for that. But if Tasha is a client, I'm going to tell Tasha, like, hey, let's be careful with it, though. Because all it takes is once. She get one restriction, we minimizing the word coupon. And we talking about something else. We finna talk about savings. Because we know we have to be budgeted. We have people who are savings, digital marketers. They don't have those restrictions, okay? Whatever your keywords is, like when it comes down to Marcus, owner operator trucking, he's not going to face no restrictions for that, because that's what his TV show is about. When he's plugging in that commercial every 5 to 10 minutes, the platform is not finna destroy his entire page just because he may have said one of those keywords one time every 10 minutes. You get what I'm saying? And even then, Marcus wants to be working, developing on ways to not say it. You want to work, developing ways to not say it. So you're going to continuously be in a place where you're using the keywords of your niche. Now, here's a big one. When you're live, one of the best things that you can do is be answering questions. Answer the doggone questions. Answer the questions. Make a Q&A and answer questions, because this is going to get you more engagement, more sales. Because when I find you, you're sharing your expertise. You're sharing the information. So it's like, boom, okay, I got it, because here it is. You get what I'm saying? So if you're sharing the information and answering questions, you're going to trigger, once again, way less restrictions, because you're there answering the questions and your audience is tuned in. Answering questions, telling the story. And once again, you know not to talk about DV. You know not to talk about violence. You know not to talk about murder. You know not to talk about death. You know not to talk about politics. You know not to talk about terrorism. All of the things that you've seen and understood that TikTok, like, we don't want it. And the ultimate understanding of this, especially from TikTok, and FB and IG has some of these restrictions too. You get what I'm saying? X is more free and kind of open with it. But the reason why they have this restriction is because they want you entertaining and educating. I do not see a problem with that, given that that is what's going to make a person follow you. That's what's going to make a person say, okay, I relate to being here. If you're showing up and you talking, if Marcus is showing up talking to me about owner-operated trucking, I get it. And I stop scroll on him because I know his content when I see it. I know his subject when I see it. I know his face. I know because he's shooting in the same type of lighting. If Marcus is running a series where he's creating outside of one of his 18-wheelers every day, this makes more sense. I know that this is Marcus. Even taglines and phrases. So like right now I'm doing the series, it's not you, it's the content. And then I got, it's not you, it's the live. It's not you, it's networking. So one of the things I'm going to start saying at the beginning of my videos is that it's not you, it's the content. Then put the pain point there. It's not you, it's the networking. Pain point. It's not you, it's the business. Pain point. Same font, same color letters, all of that. Same size, same me. So when people see it, they like, okay, we know this man, it's on, it's popping, he talking to us, and we know that this is finna be about business, this finna be about content. That's what you should be doing. But for your niche, and I want you to go out there and dominate that. Go out there and dominate it. You've learned a lot of what not to say. And here's my encouragement as I leave y'all with this. You gotta walk away from the paranoia. You get what I'm saying? Because some of y'all, you just using this as an excuse to not do what you're supposed to be doing. You get what I'm saying? If you ain't gonna go live, just don't go live. But you ain't gotta complain to us about it and have us over here talking about some, oh, maybe she needs help. Maybe he need help. No. You let's be honest, you were never going live. Let's be honest, you didn't like going live in the first place. There's other ways you can do this. But you gotta work, whatever you committed to, you gotta go work that commitment. But what you cannot do is sit here and continue to have this dream and put delusion over work. Let's make progress. Let's go out there and beat life. Don't let life beat you.